What's up, chats? Coming at you guys with another PS5 and Xbox video, and of course I'm gonna be walking through Uncharted territories, okay? Like, there is no way the experts always suggest I do not talk about Xbox nor the Sony ponies in one video, but you already know, like, I'm just gonna still kind of, you know, talk about the Xbox and PS5 in this video. So don't be offended, you know, we got some good news, we also got some bad news for both of these consoles. I'll try to even the field, so smash a like button for me to be brave. But we also got news about Cyberpunk, Resident Evil, some Black Ops Zombies leaks, some Black Ops multiplayer news. So we got a lot to talk about, and I want to get right into it. If you're new here, I cover all the big gaming news. So if a chat like you or a gander like you is into that, then subscribe. And our first story is coming from Microsoft, and we're hearing that Microsoft just warned of potential Xbox Series X supply issue. I mean, because this is the email our experts and the Xbox players received, and it says that consoles are limited while supplies last. And to some, that's definitely a horror story. And you know what, I'm gonna share my expertise with you guys. Like, you guys already know that Xbox and the Microsoft, they have already announced the date and the time. It's gonna be on September 22nd, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And my advice is that you actually run to your local gaming store, okay? Run to your local Best Buy, Walmart, you know, waste money, live harder, this and that. Go there, Best Buy, wherever, okay? Just run there, go there early, and secure yourself the pre-order, because knowing the time and the date is good because everybody knows about it. But the negative about this situation is that everybody knows when it's gonna happen. So you know what, we're gonna have the eBay scalpers. They feasted on the RTX 3080, they feasted on the Sony ponies, and now they're gonna be feasting on the Xbox. There's like no workaround, guys. Like, it's gonna be a disastrous day. So the expertise that are thrown around right now is that you just gotta run to your local gaming store. But there are over experts saying that, hey man, the Xbox is still gonna be on the shelves, right? Like, it's not gonna run out, right? Like, PS5 is gonna run out, but Xbox is still gonna be on the shelves, okay? These are not facts, don't get defensive, just memes, okay? And of course, we got some bad news for the PS5. So if you're an Xbox player, that's probably gonna make you happy, okay? And you will be able to chest out on that. So just jokes, okay? But on the other hand, we're also hearing about Resident Evil 8. We got a 2-hour presentation announced. I mean, that's wild. Like, are we gonna see gameplay? Like, 2 hours of gameplay? I highly doubt it. But you know what? Overall, if you're hyped for this game, I think this game looked good. And this is what we're hearing. There will be a Tokyo Game Show 2020, and it's gonna be an online only thing. It's gonna happen between September 23rd and 27th. And we're hearing that, like, according to GamesFront, the Resident Evil 8 presentation will be held at 2 p.m. CEST, 5 a.m. Pacific. So it's very early in the morning. Like, needless to say, that's like 8 in the morning for us, the East Coast out there. It's gonna be happening on September 27th. But what are they gonna do, right? Like, I don't think they're gonna be doing helicopters with their willies for 2 hours straight. So they gotta be at least some gameplay. I mean, smash a like button if you agree. On the other hand, we got some pretty good news for the PS5. There's also bad news that I will talk about, okay? It's not really gonna be bad news for everybody, but you know what, just to kind of like even out, just to kind of confirm that I'm not going at the Xbox players, this and that. You know what, I like covering all the news, guys, okay? But we're hearing that devs are evangelizing the ease of PS5's development environment, and this is coming from devs. This is what this article says, speaking as part of the Digital EGX panel. However, Digital Foundry's Richard shares some good news for early PS5 adopters. Quote, every single developer I've spoken to developing for PS5 has been evangelizing how easy it is to work for, and it is essentially the same development environment as PS4, and you scale up from there for the new powers, the features, and whatnot. I can't stress enough how happy devs seem to be with this situation. So in other words, they're talking about like the devs are hitting the G-spot, and you know, yeah, they're working for these games, and they're trying to develop these games on the PS5, and they're having a very easy time. Like, they're firing dopamine, you know, they're not stressed out compared to the Xbox. But of course, understand that these are just opinions of the devs, facts, not printers, okay? These are not facts, I should say. You know, I said the wrong one there, but you guys know what I mean, right? Some devs, of course, said that Xbox is easier to develop games on, but I guess that we're hearing more devs say that it's easier to develop on the Sony ponies PS5. I mean, these are facts, not printers. That's what we have been hearing. But of course, I promise that I will bring in the bad news, and this is something I covered yesterday, but I'm just gonna go through it to kind of like even out the field, because I know that I have some of you guys that are gonna be buying the Xbox. So I mean, I'm a Sony pony. Yeah, I'm gonna be going with the PS5, but needless to say, this is something that I'm quite sad about. Like, we're hearing that PS5 PS5 will not have backwards compatible with PS3, PS2, or PS1 games. So needless to say, like, I'm getting that erectile dysfunction. Of course, it's not end all be all. It's not that I'm out on the streets trying to like complaining about this and that, but I'm a sucker of backwards compatibility, and I know that not everyone cares, and that's perfectly fine. Some of you guys will disagree, some of you guys will agree, and that's perfectly fine. But personally, I really wanted to get rid of my fat PS3, okay? My PS3 is fat as a mother effer, okay? Like, let me put it that way. And I wanted to get rid of that. I wanted to play like all the Uncharted 1, 2, 3 games on the PS5. I wanted to play all the Infamous games. I wanted to play all the God of War games. You guys remember Battlefield 3? You guys remember Bad Company 2? You guys remember Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Medal of Honor 2010? You guys remember that? Maybe even SOCOM, but I wasn't really hard for SOCOM, but I know some people were. But my point here is that I just wanted to get rid of my fat PS3. I just wanted to have only PS5 lying around, you know? You guys know what I mean, right? Smash a like button for me to be brave and actually let you guys know how I feel. Also, on the other hand, I didn't have the chance to kind of like talk about this situation, but I know that some Sony ponies are offended by this, and I'm not really offended. Some people are mad for it. I see where people are coming from, but personally, I don't really care. The news is that Sony lied about the PS5 games, and I really think that if they only had the PS4 logo by the end of Miles Morales and Horizon Forbidden West trailer, just like a small little logo, that would confirm that it's not only coming on PS5 but PS4. I think not many people would be surprised nor shocked. Not many people would be complaining about it, but personally, I think that's a good thing, right? The only thing I agree with in this situation is that, of course, if these games were only on the PS5s, then they would be a lot better, right? Because they would be able to take advantage of the hardware, they would be able to polish the game, because now they're gonna take some resources they're gonna be putting towards the Sony Pony PS4, so they're gonna be taking some manpower, they're gonna be spending some Benjis on making that happen. But at the end of the day, I think they want to get the moolah coming in. I mean, they want more sales, and the way they can have more sales and make more money is by just putting it on PS4 as well. So that's kind of like what's happening. But personally, I mean, damn, I guess I kind of don't care. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I mean, smash a like button for me to be honest. Speaking of Cyberpunk 2077, we're hearing that Cyberpunk 2077 is shorter, and you know what, one expert wrote that, hey, not buying now, but this is what we're hearing, and I quote, "We do know that the main story run in Cyberpunk 2077 is slightly shorter than The Witcher 3 because we got a lot of complaints about The Witcher 3's main story just being too long. Looking at the metrics, you see a tremendous number of people played through The Witcher 3 really far but never made it to the end. We want you to see this whole story, so we did shorten the main story, but there's lots to do." So essentially what they're saying here is that, like, people were hitting the G-spot, but at the end of the day, more people were actually blue-balled and they just didn't finish the game, right? And this time, they want people to be hitting the G-spot. This time, they want people to finish the game. And personally, I think that's a good move, right? Like, I think if the game is like 14 hours but quality, I'm down with it. But at the end of the day, if the game is really quality and it's like only 14 hours, then I would want more, right? You know what I mean, right? But let me just put it this way, right? Like, if the game is lengthy and it's quality, I guess that's all that matters at the end. We don't really have to be concerned about it. Speaking of Black Ops multiplayer, I will also talk about the zombies information, but this was found yesterday. A homie of mine kind of added me in the situation. I made sure to smash a like button as always, but we're hearing that a prestige icon has been found in Black Ops Alpha while everyone else has been arguing about skill-based matchmaking. So you know what, people are complaining about it, and yeah, skill-based matchmaking gotta go, okay? Reed Boy on Twitch was caught with his pants down rocking that prestige emblem, so I think that it's gonna come back. Like, needless to say, everybody complained about it. Of course, people are also complaining about skill-based matchmaking, but we already know that skill-based matchmaking is not gonna go away, but it seems like the prestige is gonna come back, okay? I mean, Treyarch made it very clear that they're gonna do what the fans want, but of course, skill-based matchmaking is their moneymaker, right? I mean, for real, these devs, the amount of time they have capped to the community, they deserve all these caps, okay? Smash a like button if you agree. But on the other hand, we also got news coming straight from the gaming revolution, and he says that the Black Ops Zombie storyline continues directly after Tag der Toten for those Ether fans who are wondering, and it is truly the end of premise, Ultimus and Victus, but the story continues after Tag der Toten, where everything was sent to the Dark Ether and the universe was free from the corruption, mate, but not for long. The campaign and zombie story has always been in the same multiverse, so it seems like the Ether is gonna come back now, and personally I'm a huge zombies fan. Of course, I would love to see Ether back, but I'm not sure how I feel about it, right? Like, we have seen the leaked images. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the leaked images. I'm kind of concerned about it. Of course, like, we do not know how old those leaked images are. I think they are very old. I don't think we need to be concerned, but at the end of the day, even I'm kind of concerned, dog. Like, I just gotta keep a $150 with you guys. I'm concerned, I'm worried, but I'm also hyped to see where they go. I mean, I'm excited. Of course, I cannot really judge the game off of leaks and whatnot, but we'll see what happens. Kind of excited, kind of nervous. Let me know your expertise in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I'm gonna keep a chat muffin like you in the loops as always. Click on a video on the screen. You're gonna get a kick of dopamine, and I will see you right there. Stud muffin out.